Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hola, bonjour, bawuni, ni hao. Ching tao, assalamu alaikum, nigga, death me. Anya say ho. Wait a minute, let me see if I'm live. Because I tried to press, the 30-second thing, and it wouldn't let me. Yeah, it wouldn't let me. So they tried to play me. They tried to play me, yeah. So sorry about that. I was making my tea, boiling water. I'm like, God said they gonna wait. So I'm glad the Lord said that. We got to get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Uh, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hope everybody is having a amazing day. Miraculous, awesome, safe, peaceful. All the above. Whatever you need, put it there, and I put my little blessings on there. If it's productive and ethnical. Other than that, curse it! Don't try to use me for evil. We're not gonna do that here. That's not nice, and I'm telling you, you're gonna get yourself hurt. God not playing. Not even about me, but about anybody in general. He's taking vengeance on everybody. Oh, I almost kicked myself out, you guys. All right, I'm trying to still get situated here. I am like not imbalanced, but I'm just still trying to settle in. My body is still like hurting a little bit from yesterday. My hand is feeling a lot better. I had the mind fuck myself, and that's how to block it out. And I have to, because I'm in a battle right now. And, the enemy, they know that. That's why she figured she'll call me today, Sabrina. And I'm not good with being sneaky, yo. I swear, I call myself getting my phone and recording the conversation. Well, it wasn't even a conversation because I ain't let her say nothing. And I ain't let her get anything in. I don't know what she was saying, but all I know is what I felt, and all I know is what point I was trying to make, and that is stay away from me. We're not cool. You're Tanya's friend. You're not my friend. I don't do coke, never did. Well, I'm lying, to heal my throat or whatever, but it's not like that. I'm not an addict, okay? Never been an addict, and I pray that I never will be one. You understand? You feel me? But nah, you know what I mean? And then she gonna tell me about her foot. Girl, I used to be a whole hoe. If something's wrong with your leg or your foot, it's not going to take 2 or 3 days, baby. It's going to take at least a week and a half. Like, come on, who you think you're talking to when you fat? I mean, and that's another thing. Like, how you trying me? You like an egg and you push it and it rolls over. We all seen it. We all seen how you wobbled up to my door. How you wobbling up to my door and you got a bad back and need surgery and you trying to attack somebody like me? I mean, I'm not sweet, so I'm a little confused here. I already went to the police about y'all, and I'm not done. And the feds all kind, like, I'm not playing with y'all. I don't care what you think I know. I'm not a snitch. I don't bother people if they not bothering me. Whatever you doing that, you do it. As long as you're not involving me in it and hurting me or anybody I care about. Anybody in my circle. I don't care what y'all doing. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Y'all want me to care. That's why y'all lying to these people, making it an issue. And let me make myself clear here. Grab your drinks. Grab your beer, your wine, whatever you need to make yourself comfortable in the environment you're in to enjoy our video, you go ahead and do that. Anyway, proceeding. Hold up, let me drink my holy water. I only got me some. I felt that ritual because after I cursed her out, you know what I'm saying? She went and got her little stuff together and conjured up something. And guess what? I was already on my way down to my healer. And instantly he reversed that. Like, come on, y'all doing too much. I'm telling you, my healer is very powerful. Y'all are going. That's why I told you, Sabrina. God says, and this is a Christian man we're talking about. Okay. And you had like the Christian witches. So, and mind you, he's Spanish. I told y'all, I fucks with the Spanish. Hmm. So Angel thought, and I got a feeling that Angel tried to put something in me too. And that's it. I let him do that. I'm glad I didn't let him finish that ritual. God told me he was wicked. Sometimes God let me walk into it. But trust me, when I walk into it, it won't be effective. And if it is effective, it's a lesson in that effectiveness. And that's all it's going to be. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. I'm not going any motherfucking where until I am done my motherfucking mission, bitches. That's that. And if you keep on getting in my motherfucking way, God is going to move y'all. I don't have to do anything. Why do you think I'm kicking my feet up, chilling, planning in my head what me and my hubby going to do? Well, he going to be my boyfriend first, of course. You know, I ain't expecting as soon as I meet you, oh, we married, we get married. Like, hell no. But anyway, I will say this on this first date. Don't bring your penis, bring a pen. That's what God told me. Bring a pen, not your penis. So I'm already going in. Because think about it. If I'm sitting here and God is allowing me and blessing me with a successful man, hey, I got things to come up with in my mind. Not only for me, I already have what I want to do, but now I got to add some things on that I will want to see blissful in his life. Like, come on now. Let's What? Santa Claus ain't here yet. I'm laughing, St. Louis time. But yeah, you guys. So when I went there, right, I asked him, wait a minute, hold up. Let me get hada. Let me get my tea. I'm drinking my turmeric so I can get my stomach is getting flat. Yeah, boy. Yeah. My stomach is getting flatter. I'm so happy. Sorry, you guys. Ooh, had to give me some tea. You know, we all know I'm detoxing right now, doing some healing so that I can help my babies. And let me tell you, when I say, when I say God using me to bliss y'all, let me tell you something. I have one individual added to my healer. He's part of my team now. I let him know today. It's official. You know what I mean? That you are officially my healer. So I call him my guardian angel. So my guardian angel, and he always know when it's something with me. He always be. It's just like, oh my God! Imagine dating somebody like that. That would. Well, I know his wife or girlfriend be like, dang. But anyway, whew, like I get nervous when I'm around him, and that's probably what helped that demon come out. And see, the thing is, he kept commending me on how good I performed, and I'm like, what? He was like, yo. Basically, he's saying he wouldn't have been able to execute as fast as he did. Like we went in and we came out. You hear me? So, you know, that was kind of cool. You know, that he liked the fact that he see that I'm a warrior. He see I'm a fighter, you know, because he was like, oh, your ticket. I said, I already told the ticket guy he better not give me no ticket because I didn't try to use the machine in his face and I used my card. I know I have money. So we're not going to play that game. And especially when you don't have to put a PIN number in. And that card is not locked. Like, come on, you keep playing. Every time I'm trying to use my card. Okay. I mean, what you're going to do is you're going to make me take my money off of there. And I can start mailing my stuff in. Mm-hmm. You know? I can start mailing my stuff in. Look at you sitting there, you know. You whack. Anyway, so he told me, so I was like, yo, what happened to my hand? And he was like, I said, what I punch? He said, I didn't punch anything. He said, I forget what he said. I got to ask him what is this, the host name was. I mean, the parasite, the name. But he said that it's the parasite is from Istar. And I'm like, Istar? And then he started telling me like a little story because he had to pull me to the side because he said it'll freak certain people out. So I found a video. He's so considerate because I wouldn't give a damn. They got to learn. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. Right? So he told me, and then I cut him off. So I got to ask him again because now he wants my YouTube channel. After he seen how I fought that demon, he wants my now. I said, you sure you ready? He's like, man, send me the channel. I was like, all right. So I got to send him the link later. I'm going to send it later on because I know he at work or whatever. And what else to say? Oh, so he said that he told me, he was like, yo, you know my name, right? And I was like, what? He said, yo, you know my first and last name. I said, what? He said, but you don't know my middle name. I said, but I know everybody's soul though. He said, but the demon, the Istar parasite knew his middle name. And that was just to get him to pause, you know, because that little second, you trying to think trying to figure anything out, that's it. You're gonna have to. It's gonna try to wrap itself around, which will be harder and longer for you to get rid of it. So you don't want to do that. You want to instantly think, get it out. God, Jesus. You got to take over your own mind. Like I got a headache in the front, but I'm about to take all 61 of these pills, herbs, and then because I went for a session, and then because I had to throw y'all off about my session when I was going. I don't want people following me. So, yeah, he was like, yo, you know my name. I said, I know everybody. I know everybody's soul. And the thing is, my future husband, I'm trying to figure out if he's trying to sacrifice me. Because the moment I get an inkling of that, I will not be moving your way. So, I did see a message, that kind of, I just felt like it was cap. You feel me? And when I seen that, I was like, you mean what? So you want what? That sound like a hit. That sound like a sacrifice to me. So, I got to pray on it. I'm going to go see some high people on that. So trust me, you're not going to be able to violate me. You think you are, but you won't be. So I recommend you come with good intentions, because I'm not trying to tap into that, right now, because I got a battle going on. So the last thing I need to be thinking about is, that kind of stuff, but, I do think certain things before I lay down. Oh, that's another thing. He told me it was because remember in the video, I was like, yeah, I was big, like squatted like the Baphomet. He was like, no. I was like, thank God. So he said what it was, he said he was bringing it out from the root chakra. He was pulling the succubus. It was in my root chakra. And he said that, remember in the video, I was like, in the previous video I did yesterday, I was saying how it was like I was pulling something out my mouth. Well, he said I was telling him, what did he say? He was like, yo, you said I got him by the neck. And then he told me, pull him by his neck, pull it. And that's why, that's how I end up pulling it. Pulling it out. So he was instructing me on what to do. And I followed everything he said. And he was shocked that I understood that I understood what he was saying. But I think my spiritual tongue is Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I understood what he was saying. But the bliss part about it is he was understanding everything that me and Ishtar was saying. And they want to come down here. They don't want to. They are coming. And he said that Ishtar said that the switch is coming. That means everybody that took the vaccine, yeah, they could take the video down. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm gonna do it again. And again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I don't care. Okay? You would have to literally shut my IP down. And then that's when I'm gonna sue you. Right? Right. So However, uh, and Ishtar also said it's a uh, bio something weapon. It's a military weapon. This is a military weapon, y'all, and they infected y'all with some stuff. And those of you who took it are fucked, unless you can find somebody on this goddamn planet that can reverse it, fix it, or however, or whatever. And I'm going to show you a photo of what this parasite looks like. And see, what they do is they each the Ishtar eats you up from the inside to the out. And see, Ishtar, he said Ishtar was able to get in. I mean, the succubus was able to get in because I was vulnerable, and he said that's why I'm freaky. He was saying that's why the way I think sexually, basically. Like when it comes to sex, like I'm like literally, I'm open, and if I can't handle it, I'm trying to go get somebody to join us that can do it. You feel me? So that's how open I am. I'm like open where I'll have my man in a whole nother bedroom and sleeping with another woman, come and watch them have sex, asking questions, and then roll out, or or start kissing them, or but don't touch me, like. And so now I'm wondering. Now I know where this is coming from. This sexual energy invaded me because I was wondering why I was a nympho. I was like wondering why I was always like wanting to have sex all the time. But see, I went from wanting to have sex to not. So I don't know. But somebody said so that got sent back. That got sent back, and like I said, and I've been saying it, we are being hunted. We are being hunted. And these entities, they operate off of fear and your low self-esteem. And that's another thing. That's another thing. That's a motherfucking thing. Another thing. Another motherfucking thing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me do me. Let me do me. Mhm. I feel so good, y'all. I feel even better. My stomach is getting flatter. Because I don't want my hubby to be, rubbing my little gut. The less flaws, the better. Look, the thing said, dude, I feel like I only have 3 flaws. So, and they all can be fixed with money. So, I'm not worried. Right? So money can do a whole lot. That's why I always wanted it. So I won't have to fall in the hands of the wrong person. Oh, yeah. I said, I hope my future husband don't think I'm a gold digger, because we're gonna have to work out an agreement, because you ain't gonna bring me in this fabulous life and then we break up and then you throwing me back to the walls. But by then I'll have my own, but still, just in case. You know what I'm saying? We can arrange it where just in case if I don't have such and such an amount, then you have to. But if I do, then I'm good. I'm fine. So we want to work it out, but I got to make sure I'm okay. So I have to do everything I can to make sure that my mental state stays um, on a good foot, and I don't need anybody to try to break me. You feel me? And I'm not that damn vulnerable. Respectfully said. I promise you. Respectfully said. I know the way I talk. Oh, Lord. But shoot, you're an asshole too. But you're a good asshole. I think you're a good asshole, but I still got to figure out that little message on that phone. So I gotta analyze that a little bit more. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I am into decoding. Mm, I'm sure you know that by now. Yeah. And I didn't analyze it, but when I got the first message, that's when I just left it like that. Like, oh, that's all I need to know. I wasn't looking for anything else, and then I seen that message on that phone. And I'm like, oh, really, bitch? Don't do it. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Everybody that do me dirty get bad luck. So if you have ill intentions, please don't come forth. I can handle it. I'm cool. Like I said, I'm not starstruck. And not only that, I'm not depending on no dude to take care of me. But I am dependent on a man to trust me enough to know that I'm coming to his table to help. He better know that. Because if he want to treat me otherwise, any other way, then I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming. I'm coming. We what? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I got plenty of ideas, and I'm into inventing. By the way, hmm I got a lot going on. I told this lady I had 15 goals, like 15 ways that as far as what I want to do. And she looked at me and her mouth dropped. I'm looking like, oh, I forgot everybody else be having like one or two. She looked at me like it was. And she was so cute too. She looked a little Asian. She had a little lemon head. And her Doritos dropped. I said, "You don't need to be eating those." She cracked up because she already was listening to me talking to people, Because one guy I was trying to, he kept staring at me, and I was like, "Trust me, you're not looking at me. You're looking at my energy." He was like, "Well, aren't you your energy?" I said, "Yeah, but you looking at God. You're not looking at me, right?" So I said, then God said, "Oh." God said, when people do that, you got a message for them. So now I'm learning. So when people lock in, I got a message for them, right? So I said, I got a message for you. So I kept looking at him. Then the message came in. He showed me. I said, so what's going on with your health? So he pulled up his, talking about it's too late with pins on in his leg. And I'm looking, I'm like, it's never too late. First of all, it's swollen. If they did surgery and your shit's still swollen, that means you got inflammation, my nigga. What's good? He talking about something. You don't know what you talking about. You don't know everything. And I said, let me tell you something. See, it's a difference between a fool and a wise man. See, a fool has a closed mind. A wise man has an open mind. I said that to an older woman too, because she talking about some Reiki healers. You got to watch them. And this lady talking about she 80 something, 70, 80 something. I'm talking about you need to watch. And that's why you met me. See? And I said, actually, no, that's why you met me. Because by the way, I just had a whole exorcist yesterday. Do it look like I got delivered? And that was from a Reiki healer. So what do you mean, miss? Then I started breaking it down to her. Now she had to go. Oh, now you got to go. It's pathetic how the fuck y'all old like that and y'all brain is decayed like that. I mean, y'all lined us up. Y'all helped old person line us up. And then you got a nerve to act like you don't see nothing and have your brain closed. Well, guess what? Guess where your ass is going? I wasn't going to break my neck trying to help that man. So I said, well, look, sir, I don't care. If you want to say, I said what I had to say. So I'm not going to get in trouble by God. You want to hear, you don't, you don't. But I feel like somebody else want to hear something else too. This lady came out of nowhere talking from behind the aisle talking about something. I need some advice. So I said, well, what's going on? And then, she was talking about the inflammation or whatever. So I was like, okay, I told her the turmeric. I told her what she can do, get some, organic as possible, get some, tablets, and you can make your own tablets, And I said, by the way, go online, because I said I'm a baby at this. But I said, go online and look up natural remedies for inflammation. And you're going to get your list right there. Come to find out she go to the same place I go to. I said, well, miss. She looked at me like, yeah, she knew for a fact that I knew what I was talking about then. Right. Y'all older people, y'all trifling, man. Some of y'all, not all y'all. Shout outs to the ones that's out there, put that footwork, doing the darn thing. Yeah, Royal almost parked. Right, Royal? Right. So, yeah. So, I just wanted to share that, So that kind of put me on a halt, seeing that thing on that phone. So, I'm on freeze for right now. I didn't like that. That made me real uncomfortable. You got to understand, I'm being hunted, and I know it. So, the last thing I don't need, is somebody who thinks that I think they for me. Like, we're not gonna play that game. If you are, that's good. But if you're not, then I got to go. I'm not gonna play that game. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm gonna leave that like that. No respect. I really don't. I can't help it. I'll be honest. I can't help it. I really can't, and I don't want to help it because I want to be honest. I don't want to be shady and lying and sneaky. And if I'm being sneaky, best believe I'm being sneaky for a surprise. Okay, I'm lining you up for a surprise. A gift, a good gift. You gotta watch how you say gift, because some people gift be violent. A good gift. That's what I might be sneaking around for. You know what I'm saying? I can't see, oh, well, if I think somebody trying to hurt you or something, or if I think you're trying to hurt me, that's it. But that other than that, I'm not sneaky like that. I don't care if you can have your bag in front of me. I'm not, if God tell me to go in it, I will though. But other than that, I'm not going in that bag. And normally when God tell me to do something like that, I normally find something. You know what I mean? As far as when I say something, I don't mean nothing to steal. I mean like information, and that helps me, because people be trying to play me like I'm dumb. So, but that's the only time I do that. Other than that, if God don't tell me to do it, I'm not doing that. I'm just not like that. I'm just not. And I don't want to be like that. So my apologies if you got offended. And I'm not going to make this whole video about you. You feel me? But I apologize if your feelings are hurt, but I just need you to know how passionate I am about my safety and my happiness and my everything. Me. All right. Anyway, so back to Ishtar. So let me share my screen. Let me put my glasses on. I was about to say, yeah, because he got so mad at me because I missed a couple of days on a couple of herbs. And he was like, that's for your eyes. So we trying to reverse my eyesight versus going to an eye doctor. All right, let me get my glasses. Lord. And on top of that, I was wearing on contact lenses that wasn't even prescribed for me. Y'all better watch out for those prescriptions. And watch out for people that's saying Jesus too, because that don't mean that they chosen. So let me show you a picture of the parasite from the vaccine, the COVID, the poison, the biochemical thingy, whatever. Look it up. Goddamn it, put some work in too. Leave everything to me. What I look like? God darn it, help grandma out. It's like no, but Wow, I almost spit out my tea. All right, hold on. Hold up. All right, so this is what the parasite looks like inside of people that got the COVID, the vaccine. Yeah, I said it. Fuck that. I'm not scared of y'all. And if I be scared, then that means that parasite gonna try to come back in. No, fuck y'all. Period. That's what they put in y'all bodies. And it's going to grow and it's going to be active. And now it's making me think that that's what that portal at Broad and Glenwood has something to do with it. Because why would they come out with the red boot? I mean, come on now. I'm not bright, y'all. Y'all know I'm just getting downloads. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know what I was supposed to say. That's it, right? But this is what's in y'all body. And God knows what else, Lord. This is crazy. This is a whole fucking creature living in your bizardy. That's crazy. Yo, that's sad. All right, so I have a video too. You can silence me. You can take the video down. I mean, hey, it's your platform. You feel me? But that's not going to stop me from saying, And in the end of the day, you being dishonest, yeah, this your platform, bitch. But if you want to be motherfucking dishonest, YouTube, you want to be dishonest and wicked, bitch, then oh the fuck well. But in the end of the motherfucking day, I know you or somebody in your family took this shit, bitch. So you better pay the fuck attention. What you think this shit sweet? That's why they forced all these celebrities to get this fucking vaccine. Think about it. If you're looking at certain videos, look at the auras in there. Usher is high frequency. Omarion is high frequency. 50 Cent is high frequency. Redman is high frequency. I can go on. So if you high frequency, then that means you got that God DNA. And they're going to turn that shit off. I gotta get I gotta take some shrooms. I'm finally gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but first I'm gonna do all this Reiki because I gotta get Reiki. I gotta get my spine right because my nervous system is shot. Like is done. So, and that's not good because when I get angry, that's not a good thing. But I got my herbs. I'm about to take them after this video because there's so many. I gotta take 61 of them to balance me, and then every day I take the regular dose. Anyway, so that's what they doing. So while they got us distracted with all this shit, that's probably who they fighting in the sky. So I gotta write down questions that I want to ask Istar, whatever. And I'm thinking about summoning them and finding out. But I'm gonna ask my healer if he say don't do it that way. I'm gonna ask him can he help me find out more? Yeah. He probably not. He probably gonna just hug me. Cause normally when he just hug me, I get a download. So he just be what is it? What they call that? Blockage. Like, cause when I told him, as soon as he walked in behind me when I was coming in the store. And one thing about me, I tell people my business. I put people all up in it. And I let them know. I was like, yo, I said, they got me again. He said, what you mean? I said, I feel them in my womb. I feel it on my left-hand side. And I told him how I know it was her because I just cursed her out and told her she ain't welcome here. You come to my house, I'm calling the cops. I'm not playing. I'm not opening my door. I'm not coming out. I ain't got to prove that I'm gangster. I already did that. When you was here, you should have did whatever the fuck you needed to do. And you didn't, bitch. You didn't. You didn't do shit. So therefore, access denied to all of y'all. Ain't no mediator. I allowed you. What you thought I didn't know, Sabrina? Nobody's dumb. And then Darren gonna call right after that. Y'all stupid. Oh, dumb. But don't worry. My God got something for you. Oh, yeah. Got something for you. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Nah. If I'm scared, then I go to hell. That God ain't dwelling there. Nah. I take God for 300. Now, I got a video, right? And it's explaining about Istar because I don't know nothing about Istar. So now I'm going to learn because this entity been in me since I was a little girl. Right? And it was planted in me. Right? So I defeated Istar. I grabbed that motherfucker right by his motherfucking neck. I wish my healer would do a video because I asked him, I was like, can I interview you on my video? To talk about my, what happened to me? He was like, I'm going to ask him again though. Cause I was like, can you, I interview you, but I'm going to say, can I interview you about my session and see what he say? Maybe if I offer him some money, but I would love for him to share that with you guys. I'm going to ask him again. I'm not a quitter. But, yo, he told me to grab that Istar by his motherfucking neck. I grabbed that nigga by his motherfucking neck and pulled that. And he was long, too, yo. Because I kept pulling and pulling. I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of my mouth. Yo, I wasn't playing. I was like, get out of here. Yo, I was going off. Do you hear me? It was like I was fighting a person. Dead ass. My hand, I can bend it a little something. Because in my mind, I have to ball my fists up. I have to because I'm in the war right now. And God knows when somebody going to try to pull up on me. You feel me? So if I got to break my hand to fuck you up, that's what I'm going to do. I don't give a fuck. Trust me, the healing process is going to be pleasurable for me. Feeling good. That's why I kept rubbing it like, ooh, that's crazy. Not all pain though, but this kind is like feels good. And, especially when I know I fought a good fight and I won. We won. He looked at me. I said, look, you don't know me too well. I don't fucking play. I'm not here to play. Like I said, I asked God, ooh, can I have all my fun? And God let me act a goddamn fool. And I said, God, I promise you I'll get straight to work. And straight to work it is. So when I was ready. I didn't think it was going to go down like that. But hey, I was ready for whatever. That's why it was so easy for it to ask Tar to leave my body. It didn't take him 10 hours. And he said, mind you, he said he ain't had Astar. He said he had Astar before. So, and I'm sure my healer been here before. I'm sure he had. So, and I'm sure he been here a long time, because anytime somebody can put pills on your leg and tell you how many pills you need to take to get that balancement, man, that's only, man, look, that's only God. You feel me? Like, we at war, y'all, for real. And they in our bodies. But hold on, let me share this story. I'm gonna be in and out of it. Let me take this off. I'm gonna be in and out of it. Let me see. All right, so I don't have rights to this. This is for educational purposes only. And I might be going in and out. So pay attention.
To Middle-earth to push back against the threat of Sauron. They are a group of 5 mysterious beings sent to Middle-earth to push back.
And it's funny how I'm the path life number 5, right? This stuff become more and more mind-blowing.
Against the threat of Sauron. Though to men they would appear to simply be old men, their true nature was much, much greater. Today on Nerd of the Rings, we cover the form and powers of the Istari. The Heren Istarion, a Quenya term meaning the Order of Wizards, was formed in Valinor by the Valar, who had perceived the first stirring of Sauron again in Middle-earth. We are told much of this tale in the Unfinished Tales chapter on the Istari. Manwë, the king of the Valar, calls a council where it is decided they shall send 3 emissaries. The Vala Aule chose one of his own.
And remember, in a previous video, I stated how I went before the councils. It was a round table, but it was like a shoe horse, like that. It wasn't like completely round. I don't know, it could have been, but I'm seeing shoe horse. So shoe horse means something. Horseshoe, I meant.
Maiar, Kurumo, Orome appoints the Maya Alatar, and Manwë asks the Maya Olorin to be the 3rd. Olorin initially does not wish to go, for he feared Sauron. Manwë insists that it is for that very reason why he should go. But the 3 would become 5, as Alatar takes with him his friend Palando. Meanwhile, Yavanna, the Vala of all things that grow, begged Kurumo to take with him one of her Maiar, Iwendil. And thus it would be these 5 Maiar who would become the Istari and make the journey to Middle-earth at the behest of the Valar. For with the consent of Eru, they sent members of their own high order, but clad in bodies as of men, real and not feigned, but subject to the fears of the king of the Valar.
You seen how I had the rockets? You seen when they had them rockets, them different color crayons? That's significant. I don't know what it means.
Of Gandalf the Grey and Saruman, as their bodies are killed in the fight with the Balrog and at the hand of Grima Wormtongue, respectfully. This constraint upon the Istari was made so they would assist the free peoples of Middle-earth against Sauron, not seeking to dominate their will as Sauron himself had done. In Unfinished Tales, it tells of the wizards' early days in Middle-earth and learning to use their new forms. For it is said indeed that being embodied, the Istari had need to learn much anew by slow experience. And though they knew whence they came, the memory of the blessed realm was to them a vision from afar off, for which, so long as they remained true to them.
My question is, I'm wondering, are we supposed to wear like some sort of like paint or something on our face? Like, are we supposed to be wearing something on our face?
Their mission, they yearned exceedingly. Thus, by enduring of free will the pangs of exile and the deceits of Sauron, they might redress the evils of that time. Very few in Middle-earth knew the true nature of the wizards, and it was not information the Istari shared with others. Most simply believed them to be some form of elves or wise men who had acquired great knowledge of lore.
Before I forget, I had went looking for the photos for the thumbnail and the photos that I share for the the military weapon that they're using on people. What was I going to say? That parasite. What was I going to say? The parasite. It made me forget. What happened? The parasite. Darn it. It'll come back.
And arts from long and secret study. In Appendix B, we learn that there were only 3 in Middle-earth who knew the truth of the wizard.
Go get them parasites out y'all bodies. The I call him the mad scientist. Oh, thank you, Lord. So I looked at a thumbnail on Google, and it said the scientist said parasites are good for you. How the fuck is parasites good for us? And they're from another fucking galaxy coming down here to kill us and devour us and eat us from the inside to the out. But the thing is Tar, y'all so damn dumb. Y'all gonna eat each other at the end. Because after y'all eat everything else, what you gonna have? So you need to be trying to change your DNA to something that don't need something that's gonna have y'all eating each other. How about that, Istar, whatever. Fuck out of here. Anyway.
None knew at that time whence they were, save Círdan of the Havens, and only to Elrond and to Galadriel did he reveal that they came over the sea. But afterwards it is said among the elves that they were messengers sent by the lords of the West to contest the power of...
Now, isn't that something? And I'm not saying I'm one of these people, but I'm saying what I'm trying to make my point because I might be in contact with one of them, and this is where I'm getting the information from. You understand? You feel me? So remember I said that I love the West, and I got shot in West Philly on 53rd, which makes 8, right under that device in our system that God placed, right? That DNA strand is under your ear, and I got shot under my ear, but see, he missed. So in 1993, that was another hit on me. Ooh, that rhyme. In 1993, I had another motherfucking hit on me. Ooh, all right, I can't wait to see what y'all turn that into. I don't know. It just came out of nowhere, right? I'm excited. Oh man, the music industry is making me proud. All right now. Oh, and that's another thing. I'll be clearing all that out. So all y'all shady motherfuckers, get out or get it together. Which one? You only can pick 2. Pick a side. You feel me? And when I say that, I'm going to God about y'all. You know, it's enough with all this foolishness and these children. You feel me? Would you want your children to listen to what you're giving us? If you don't, then don't make it. When you do stuff like that, that puts you in the shadow of God, not in the eyes of God. That's going against. Think about it. I'm telling you, the devil is so shrewd on how, if that's your passion, then you can make it whatever you want it to be because you're a creator. You're an alchemist. You're a musical alchemist. And whatever else you are, that's none of my business. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. And I'm not going to say your name. You feel me? I will say a hint is a female, right? Mm-hmm. And that's that. So, we got to stop doing that. For real. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, Lord, because I tell myself the same thing. Because I had just had a conversation with myself about that. Oh, and that's another thing. He was saying about how the parasite was able to live so long in my body is because if it was feeding off of my anger and my low self-esteem. I'm like one of these pretty women who thought that I wasn't so cute or attractive. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So somebody to say, you know what I'm saying, and you understand is tapping into my energy. Cause that's not what I be, you know, that's not, that's not me, and I'm starting to realize that literally, like I'm literally walking around with people energy. So I'm definitely going to have to be around some prayerful people, some people that know how to intercede. Moving along.
Sauron, if he should arise again, and to move elves and men and all living things of good will to valiant deeds. In the likeness of men they appeared, old but vigorous, and they changed little with the years, and aged but slowly, though great cares lay on them. Great wisdom they had, and many powers of mind and hand. Long they journeyed far and wide among elves and men, and held converse.
You heard him, right? The mind. And we all know I fucks with that mind magic heavy, right? And we also know my hands, right? Because I'm always talking about, the vibrations in my hands. I did something one day, and yo, the energy from my hands was like, I'm like, what the hell? It was like I felt all that energy. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, yo, y'all. When they turn, we turn too. It's crazy. This is gonna be like a movie, like for real. Literally.
Also
We're
with
living the movie.
beasts and with birds. Having covered their form, we'll move on to what is briefly touched on here, their powers of mind and hand. Tolkien's magic, including that of the Istari, is mysterious and doesn't have rigid structure or rules. What many fantasy fans refer to as.
And I got a question. I meant to ask him that because when he said I'm ascending, do that mean I'm dying? Like, what do that means? Ascending. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna look that up. Not while on my own time. Not your
A
time.
soft
Sorry.
magic system.
I'm
While
on
we
your
don't
time.
have clear-cut rules for what a wizard can and can't do, we do see
Guys,
a fair number of
sorry.
examples of their power in action.
Make the holidays sweeter. Russell Stover chocolates. Make
From State Farm, everybody.
As we know, Radagast the Brown comes to care deeply for the animals and plants of Middle-earth, like Yavanna, whom he had served. It is his friendship with Gwaihir, the Great Eagle, that would lead to Gandalf's escape from Orthanc, as Radagast had bidden him to bring news there. We also see Saruman himself has a way with at least one kind of animal. The Crebine were large crow-like birds native to the lands of Dunland and Fangorn Forest, and he would use them as spies against the Fellowship of the Ring. Sticking with Radagast for a moment more, we are told by Gandalf that he is a master of shapes and changes of hue. While hue may seem a clear-cut meaning for variation in color, Tolkien uses these same terms when describing the Valar themselves. Now the Valar took to themselves shape and hue, and because they were drawn into the world by love of the children of Ilúvatar, for whom they hoped, they took shape after that manner which they had beheld in the vision of Ilúvatar. Here, Tolkien uses shape and hue to describe when the Valar take on forms to present themselves to elves and men. Not unlike the way the Istari took on forms of old men when coming to Middle-earth. We can only guess Radagast's true ability here, but it causes one to wonder if he could cloak himself, either by transformation or illusion. In Gandalf, we see even more abilities. We see where he repels the Nazgul from Weathertop, with a light and flame not seen since the war beacons of Amansul of old. He assists Elrond in making the flood of the Bruinen that sweeps away the Black Riders. he places a shutting spell on the door of the chamber of Mazarbul, which the Balrog counters. And when he smote his staff on the bridge of Khazad-dûm, a great flame shoots up, and as we know, the bridge itself breaks. And this is just one of those times where Gandalf's abilities with fire and flame come into play. Another such instance is when the Fellowship is attacked by wargs prior to their arrival at Moria. We see Gandalf wield fire in fantastic ways, including igniting Legolas's last arrow as it flies through the air and kills the chief warg. It's possible that such skill with fire is aided by Gandalf's possession of a ring of power. Also in Fellowship, Gandalf shows how menacingly supernatural his presence can become, and implies it can become far worse. "Well, if you want my ring yourself, say so," cried Bilbo. "But you won't get it. I won't give my precious away, I tell you." His hand strayed to the hilt of his small sword. Gandalf's eyes flashed. "It will be my turn to get angry soon," he said. "If you say that again, I shall. Then you will see Gandalf the Grey uncloaked." He took a step toward the hobbit, and he seemed to grow tall and menacing. His shadow filled the little room. It is also hinted that Gandalf has some level of what we might call telepathic power. After Frodo awakes in Rivendell, Gandalf tells him that he talked along in his sleep, and it was not hard for the wizard to read his mind and memory.
This stuff freaking me out, y'all. And mind you, I'm watching this video with y'all. I was playing it, but I wasn't really listening to it. But, you know, we all listening to it together, but I'm getting freaked out here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus.
Another such instance comes after Gandalf is presumed dead by the Fellowship after his fall. We find out much later in the story that when Frodo put on the ring at Amon Hen, it was Gandalf's voice that told him to take off the ring. And Gandalf says that in that moment, he sat in the high place and strove with the Dark Tower, implying he was engaged in a battle of minds with Sauron, despite being hundreds of miles away. In The Return of the King, Gandalf puts forth a shaft of white light when he rescues the soldiers of Gondor from the attacking winged Nazgul. Yet another ability of Gandalf was some manner of foresight, often conveyed as a prompting of his heart, as in the case when he says that his heart tells him Gollum has some part to play yet, for good or ill, before the end. Others he says with much greater conviction. In Unfinished Tales, he tells Thorin Oakenshield, "If this hobbit goes with you, you will succeed. If not, you will fail. A foresight is on me, and I am warning you." As for Saruman, his greatest ability is not necessarily his overt magic, but his voice and speech. When he focused his power on a person or group of people, he could sway their hearts, or plant fears, or sow lies as he pleased.
Oh my God. I guess you can't make this shit up, right? Oh my God. See, this is another reason why I've been telepathically communicating with my, God just gave me something else with that phone. Yeah, because the last word, if you flip it, I don't know. And then that means that's a game. And what do that game do? It, hey. Anyway, moving forward.
Depending on how stout the listener was, this spell could last just as long as his speech, or it could take hold of them and last forever. He is so powerful in this that he convinces the Witch King that he knows nothing of the One Ring or the Shire, and the Nazgul are left to turn their search for answers elsewhere. Having been a Maya of Aule, like Sauron himself, Saruman shows an aptitude for crafting. He creates the blasting fire which the Uruk-hai use at Helm's Deep, and even the race of the Uruk-hai themselves, while not original to Saruman, are replicated in the depths of Isengard by his doing. Saruman also possesses great knowledge, especially of the rings of power, and his crafting takes him so far as to attempt to forge his own ring of power. However, by this time, the only one with knowledge of how to truly create such a ring was Sauron. Thus, Saruman's was likely similar in quality to the lesser rings rather than one of the 19. Saruman also seems able to give great
They said 19. I wonder, do that have something to do with, is that a tie with like 19 keys?
speed and motivation to his orcs, despite being a great distance away, as the orcs carrying Merry and Pippin demonstrate. We are also told that he sets his will against those who may oppose him.
Oh, but I was saying that to say when I was talking about my person, right? That's why I've been reaching out, because I know I'm going to need the protection. So I said, if I need the protection, I wanted to be somebody that, gonna love me, So as somebody who, a person that's not taken for granted. So I've been strategic about manifesting this person, like things that I like. Love things that I love, so I won't be turned off, because like I said, I've never been in love before, and I want to, but I care. So my caring is like love. So, but I get bored fast. So, and as long as I get my space, I need my time with me and God. I'm not gonna let nothing intervene that. Anyway, moving forward. So I already know I gotta get protection, but I feel safe so far. I don't feel like danger. I don't feel like it's something I can't handle so far.
Him in his dominion, implying his very will works against the three hunters. One last ability of the Istari comes in the final confrontation of Saruman and Gandalf.
I got Jesus.
Hey, it's Amanda, and the one thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're so easy for the holidays.
In a later passage from The Return of the King, we see Gandalf is able to disarm Denethor of his sword with a mere motion of his hand. But when Gandalf, Theoden, Aragorn, and their company come to Orthanc, we see how great the power of the White Wizard can be. Saruman's face grew livid, twisted with rage. He laughed wildly. "If you wish to treat with me, come back when you are sober. Good day." He turned and left the balcony. "Come back, Saruman," said Gandalf in a commanding voice. To the amazement of the others, Saruman turned again, and as if dragged against his will, he came slowly back to the iron rail, leaning on it, breathing hard. His face was lined and shrunken. His hand clutched his heavy black staff like a claw. "I did not give you leave to go," said Gandalf sternly. "I have not finished. You have become a fool, Saruman, and yet pitiable. You might still have turned away from folly and evil, and have been of service, but you choose to stay and gnaw the ends of your old plots. Stay then, but I warn you, you will not easily come out again, not unless the dark hands of the East stretch out to take you." "Saruman," he cried, and his voice grew in power and authority. "Behold, I am not Gandalf the Grey, whom you betrayed. I am Gandalf the White, who has returned from death. You have no color now, and I cast you from the Order and from the Council." He raised his hand and spoke slowly.
Oh my goodness. And that's crazy, because it's some people that I've seen they aura in the sun and no color showed up. And I'm sitting there looking like, well, they standing right there. Why ain't no color come up? Just white. That's crazy.
In a clear, cold voice. "Saruman, your staff is broken." There was a crack, and the staff split asunder in Saruman's hand, and the head of it fell down at Gandalf's feet. "Go," said Gandalf. With a cry, Saruman fell back and crawled away. While mysterious, Tolkien gives us many clues and insights into the Istari. It's no wonder they are among the most intriguing of his characters and inspire so much theorizing. Immensely powerful beings tasked with not using all their great power, but to inspire others to rise up against Sauron. In them we see the paths of those who remain faithful to their calling, those who betray it, and perhaps those who depart from it altogether. But for more on their individual stories and the answers of their ultimate fates, check out my individual videos on each of the 5 Istari.
All right now. All right now. That was I gotta do me some research. Thank God. Because I was like, Lord, give me something else to look up. Because I'm sick of listening to these doggone tarot readers. It's like it's just making me angry. And that's the wrong frequency. You know, that I don't want that kind of feeling, you know. I don't want to feel angry and all of that because it's not giving me anxiety. It's not making me paranoid. It's not making me scared. I'm just listening. All me listening is just helping me with my next move. That's all that's doing. It's nothing that none of y'all tarot readers can say that's going to make me sway. No, it's you're not going to line me up. No, none of that. Right? Because I don't have no rap for nobody. I'm good with my own little space right here. You feel me? I'm good. My team is, I'm building my team. Well, God building my team because I can't build nothing, you know. But yeah, they definitely want us. They definitely want us. We are being hunted by things that aren't even of us. And see, they need a host. They even be in animals, especially cats. Yeah. And I just knew God told me parasites anyway. So when she was trying to eat the kitten, Jasper Activate Blue, when she was trying to eat his dookie, but when she was eating it and I caught it, I was tearing her behind up. Yes, I was. You're not going to eat that parasite because you know that demon was that cat. It was a demon in the cat, and the cat came to, you know, infect my cat, my baby. Yeah, that cat was sent here to infect my baby because the cat already had an ear infection. So 9 out of 10, he probably had parasites. I don't know. I didn't look in the litter, but I got with her. It got to the point where, you know, look, she'll walk over there and then she'll hurry up and turn back. Yeah, don't play with me, girl. You know, because I had to protect her. You know, we're not doing that. So yeah. Anyway, what else? What else? I don't have any other messages. I'm still healing. My hand, my back, my body feels so light. My legs aren't. Remember, I kept saying, "Oh, my legs be tired when I walk up the steps," and it's not like that. You know, and I'm about to take on my herbs, so whatever residue left up in there trying to float around, that's coming to an end. You feel me? That's coming to an easing. So let me get on up out of here. I hope that you all have an amazing week. The weekend is coming. Y'all stay safe. And it's to the point where you can't trust nobody. If you don't have no intuition and spirit of discernment, you definitely need to be praying. I recommend you repent. I recommend you get an exorcist because if you don't want to take it for if you're not willing, you got to help them fight and you'll get it out faster because the longer they got to work, the more you got to pay. Okay. So yeah, but I cannot wait to share my healer and his team. Well, not his team, you know, because I don't know the whole team. I just know, you know, who the people that be there when I show up. But I just can't wait for that unity, you know, because we need healing on all levels. On all levels. I got my medicine for my stress. And I stress a lot because I'm always trying to think of something, and try to think of a way to try to help you guys, try to help the world, So that's stressful, you guys. I even cry for y'all. And I said, Lord, my next husband gonna be like, damn, this lady cry a lot. This bitch, what the fuck, bitch? Come on now. I can see him trying to break me out of it. I'm already tough. I'm just a tough crier. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not a giant because I'm little. I'm small. But I got a big heart. My heart bigger than me. That's probably why I've been feeling so heavy. Anyway, I'm up out of here. What is life without love and laughter? Even though you gotta hug yourself, hug somebody. Yeah, hug somebody. God told me to tell my future husband stop being nasty. That's what that message meant. Because we're gonna think positive, right? But if we see another clue, then I ain't fucking with you. If I see another negative clue, we ain't fucking with you. Okay? Damn, somebody should add that in they shit. Add that in your rhyme. That's somebody add that because I ain't gonna remember that shit. Add it up in there. I don't care. That's one thing about being naturally creative. Like nobody can steal. I mean, they can physically steal it, but you're gonna always have something. And I'm always trying to outdo myself. I'm sure we all do though, right? Well, no. We all should. That was heavy. That's a lot of people that should. I felt that weight. We heavy, y'all. We are dying, and I feel the weight of the dead. I feel a dead heart, a very cold heart. Or it's what I said at first. Remember, nobody is smarter than nobody. Everybody knows something that somebody don't know. God gave you a script. Play your part. You're going to fuck it up. And if you don't play your part, then we're going to find a replacement. That's what God said. So you want to be a bad seed, then you're going to be forced to get on your knees. That means replacement. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I swear. I'm so fucking amazing. I know I didn't got the exorcism. I be cursing. I know I need to stop, y'all. But in due time, when the time is right, right? But please don't focus on that. Because it's not like you don't have people in your family that you sit around that curse just as worse as me. Let's not play that game, right? In all reality, you just want to personally judge me, even though you don't know thee. But that's okay. Because my God going to take care of you and bring you and you and you to your knees. And that's enough of that. I got to go and chill and learn some things. Oh, Lord, here I go rhyming. Lord, I am not in the mood. I even see myself overload myself with that. I see myself in the studio just living there. Oh, Lord, having fun, creating, inspiring words and music to feed you guys' ego to keep you going for the fight. Create some warrior music to wake up that sleepness within thee. All right, I'm up out of here. Deuces.